Hello everybody, this is Kjotleik on the PeaceCraft server. If you can recognize the particles, you know I am standing just outside of my nether portal and I have been building a little bit around it. What you see behind me is a small enclosed room with some glass panes and stuff. At the side there is just some light source, it's a pillar of lava, and the same at the other side. Let's press F5 once. But if you go through the portal from the other side, this is what you're going to see. I have made a little welcome sign here, a big K for Kjotleik, and some fires up there and stuff. And yeah, I haven't finished it completely, but it's beginning to look rather nice. On the sides here I have some pools of water with a lily pad, a little light source up there. I have a hedge around here with some spruce leaves with some light sources beneath. This is looking very good. Oops. I'm sorry about that sound, I had to push my keyboard a little bit. Yes, and I have been doing some work on my tree garden, tree farm. I don't see what I'm holding, F1. Now I see what I am holding. I have gotten a hold of every kind of sapling there is. Even acacia, which was the last sapling I got. I haven't completely filled out with the dark oak and jungle because it takes a lot of time cutting down those jungle trees to get the saplings. And when it comes to dark oak, they don't give that many saplings, and dark oak is the only tree that I absolutely need in 2x2 in order to make them grow at all. I have not completely finished here either with the light sources in the ground. As you can see, I have put torches beneath those carpets. I don't have enough green carpets, so I need to go back and get some green carpets to finish this off, and I'm also going to do it here. By the way, I am using my new keyboard, my Logitech K740. I think it is a little bit better than the Microsoft, but it still makes some noise, especially the space key I am jumping now. I don't know if this is going to be audible on the recording. We'll just see. The mouse is a new mouse. Let's see if I can, yeah. Click a little bit. It is quite silent. I don't hear it anymore, which is rather good. It's this silent mouse, this Nexus SM8500B, I think it is, if I remember correctly. The only problem with it is that I am moving the mouse around a little bit on the mouse mat, the mouse pad I mean, and there are some noises when I do it. The plastic in the background of the mouse is dragging along the mouse pad and it creates some noise. Perhaps it's just my technique there is something wrong with, or perhaps yeah, I don't know. When I get used to it. Today is actually the first day that I have been using my mouse, and I've been using it for just a couple of minutes. Maybe it's just a matter of technique, and I'm going to fix it by adjusting my technique. But I think that my equipment is better at least. And here I am walking around and talking nonsense to all of you all the time. Let me actually cut out very soon. Let me tell you. Oh, hello piggy. Yes, I'm going to make a farm for you if nobody comes around and kills you. Yeah, up here, as you can see, there are my cows. I'm going to have some place for pigs over there as well. At least I know about one pig here, and I hope I find more. I think that this place right now is beginning to look a little bit finished. I'm happy about it for now. I have this around, the spruce leaves, hedges. I have some light sources up there and here and here. So yeah, it looks green, it looks inviting. It's a big blue K to say welcome to Kjotleik. And yeah, temporary stables, only temporary. Yes, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go back down the quarry 1 kilometer west towards Island, and I am going to pick up some more green wool, and I will be back to finish my 3 garden and 3 farm. So I will see you in a little bit. Welcome back, and we are now... it's daybreak. Yes, it is indeed. Well, it's... yeah. Oh, hello. Zombie, you are walking my way, aren't you? So... oh, there is somebody over there. That's a skeleton. Okay, there are some mobs out here that we have to take care of. And they have started burning over there, which means that yes, it is morning. So, yeah, and you are starting burning over there. Which means... oh, you put me on fire. Don't put me on fire. I should stop burning. Yeah, I did stop burning. I didn't even need the water. Well, that was something that I had hoped I didn't need, so I didn't. Okay, I have been getting some more carpets, so I'm going to go over here and fix some lighting. Let's run a little bit. About this new keyboard of mine, it does make some noise, this Logitech K740, so I am not particularly impressed. It is supposed to be silent, at least it's supposed to be among the most silent ones, but it's noisy. I've had a much better keyboard, well, better, I don't know about better, but at least more silent one when I had my laptop. Then I had a keyboard that had keys that were silent. When I pressed them, I didn't hear anything. When I press now, I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear it very clearly. There are some stuff happening when I press my buttons, and when I press the space bar, it's a sound like that. I don't know if that is going to disappear in editing when I do some noise reduction or stuff. I hope it can take away some of it, but I don't know. So yes, I am not particularly impressed now after having been using this for some hours. The mouse, however, seems to be living up to the expectations. That's good, at least. Okay, and it starts raining, of course, when I'm beginning to work here. Right, okay, let's do this. No, let's do this. I mean, so that it is close by. Alright. Yes, so I'm going to finish this right here, and I'm going to start cutting down some trees, and I'm going to replant the whole field with a lot of dark oak, and hopefully by the time I have done that, it will have stopped raining. So I will see you in a little bit once I've done that, because I doubt that you really want to see me go around putting torches and carpets into the ground and then cutting down a whole lot of trees and then plant the saplings again. So I will see you once that is done, and I will show you what it looks like. Well, it does look nice from up here, doesn't it? This is the dark oak. I am just now standing almost at the top of Jungle Tree. Oh, I see. Let's hope that you don't despawn before I can get you. Yes, I did get you. Thank you. Now let's hope. Yes, I could get back up. Yeah, I thought I'd show you a little bit about the view. This is at the end of my tree farm. Here is a very, very small swamp biome. It's incredibly small, but at least it is here. Over here I have not really explored too much, but I have this river going here into the swamp and into the ocean, I presume. It goes all the way up here, and I had to build above the river, so there is the possibility to go by boat under here and continue up. Over here the river continues over here and up and up and up, and if you follow it all the way up you will eventually end up in a jungle, where I did explore a little bit and found some jungle saplings, and hence my jungle trees. So it's a great view from up here. Whenever I climb on top of this to cut it down, I usually try to take a little peek to see what I can spot out in the distance. Nothing new, actually. These are my big spruce trees. These are the acacia trees, of course. Down there are the birch, and there are the regular oak. Dark oak, regular oak, opposite corners, and the tallest trees, the spruce and the jungle trees, on opposite corners, and then the 1x1s, acacia and birch, in the middle. So 2x2s, 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 and in the middle 1x1s, single trees. I really like that kind of spruce tree that is a lot of wood and then a little bit of leaves at the top. I can use that in some kind of designs, I think. Oh well, let's see if we can stand in the middle here, approximately here, yes. So I just wanted to bring you in and show you the view, and then I'm going to continue to dig down. The reason I started with the jungle trees was because I had taken down all the dark oak trees, of course, and I had to replant. Now I see they are beginning to grow back, so I'm going to go back to that field. Once I have cut down 1 or 2, perhaps, jungle trees, depending on how fast my dark oak trees are actually growing. Okay, that's good. That's going to go down now. Yes, so I am getting a lot of jungle and dark oak wood. I will have to figure something out. I will have to use all this wood for something, some build projects. One project or the other. I am sure I'm going to figure out what I'm going to use it for. I think it's easier to find a use for dark oak because jungle is a bit... I don't know, it's not my favorite, but it can be used in buildings, of course, but yeah, it's not my favorite tree type. Let's just keep it at that, although I have been using it sometimes. Not too successfully, I might add, but still. I'm trying to find a use for jungle wood that I think is nice, and well, I really haven't found a good use for it yet. But I think that it exists, and I'm going to find it one way or the other. I'm going to figure out something that makes jungle look really good. It's easier with dark oak and spruce because dark oak types, they are more versatile. You can use them with more blocks and they just look good. Yeah, they do. Let me quickly repair my stone axe here and start using a new one. I'm not going to waste iron making all the axes that I need for cutting down the trees. I always feel like that is a waste of resources, not to mention a diamond axe that is going to be spent by cutting down trees. Nah, I have so much stone, it's much better to just use cobble. And yes, of course, I just wanted to show you the view. I'm going to be right back once I have done this. Hello again, this is Kjotleik. I have been planting and cutting down and planting and cutting down these dark oak woods. Unfortunately, it is taking a very long time. For every row I cut down, I get enough saplings perhaps to 6 trees approximately. And given that it is 5 in a row, it's 5 times 5, which is 25, and I need 4 saplings for each tree. That means 100 saplings altogether, and right now I have managed to get a hold of 52. I planted all of them and the trees have started growing again. Good. I am not going to complete this today because yeah, as you can see, I have gotten a whole lot of wood. I have been cutting down and cutting down, in addition to some few jungle trees as well. Well, I am going to head for spawn a little bit right now. Let me get that bed out of here. Oops. Yeah, also this new mouse that I have, the Nexus SM 8500B, I think it was. It's a very silent mouse. It's very good at keeping silent. However, you can't just rest your finger upon the button and keep it down. You will actually have to press it quite hard down in order to make it register that you are pressing it down. And for a game like Minecraft, especially if you are mining or if you are cutting down trees, well, maybe I'll get used to it. But right now my pointy finger, the one that I used to point with, that I also use to keep the mouse pressed down with, it is getting a bit tired, so I'm actually going to quit playing for today after I have been a little trip to spawn and seeing if there is anything new there. I think that the new keyboard, the Logitech, it is a disappointment that it is not silent. It was a lot better keyboard I had when I had a laptop, because my laptop keyboard was actually silent when I pressed the buttons. They didn't make a sound, so that was perfect. This Logitech K740, it's noisy. People say that it is silent. It is most certainly not, so I'm disappointed about that. I had hoped it's supposed to be some kind of membrane keyboard, and it probably is, but membrane keyboards are not silent. If you were thinking that, you are wrong, unfortunately. If you want a keyboard you will have to that is silent, you will actually have to buy a keyboard that they use for laptops. Those buttons are completely flat and they are silent. This is supposed to be low profile keys, and they are, I guess. I guess if you compare it with some kind of mechanical keyboard, then of course you can say that this is silent, but it certainly is not if you just listen to it. So yeah, that's a disappointment. The mouse is a disappointment because you have to push it really hard down, and that makes my pointy finger, the one that I press down the mouse button, it gets tired. It's as simple as that. So yeah. But it is silent. It is very good at being silent, so if you have a game where you don't have to click much, but just a little bit, I can very much recommend the Nexus SM8500. Yeah, and look up there. We have some artwork. Let's take a look at it, shall we? I don't think I've ever shown you this on camera, so let's do it now, while we have some time before somebody takes it down. If somebody ever does. Well, I think it looks kind of nice. The only thing that I have against it, of course, is that you see this cobble platform. It is not connected to the ground here. It should be a pillar up, so that it would look realistic, that it was supported. Instead it looks like it's just hanging in the air, and that's totally unrealistic. So I don't like that at all. It should be some other blocks as well. But the art itself, well, I kind of like it. I think it's good. And I just wish that the creator would have connected this to the ground, because it would look so much better. Oh yes, things are happening here at spawn, most certainly. Oh yeah, here, this is the new path. Yeah, don't rodden grass. You use a shovel on it, on the grass. Oh, I heard something. I guess there is something going on in here. I'm not going to study this, but it looks great. I have never been too far inside of it, so I wouldn't know the inner workings of the redstone and stuff. Here I haven't been for a very long time, but yeah, it looks just the same. Oops. Except from a few small changes, I guess. Have anyone actually? Well, a little bit. Oh yeah, somebody is eating a little bit. Good. But I still have a lot of stuff left, so yeah. I think I don't have to fill it up yet. I just wanted to come here and check if it was empty or not. It is not empty, so that's good. Yeah. Well, this has been episode 8 of Kjotleik Plays the PeaceCraft Survival Multiplayer Server. In the background, on the left of the screen, you see the big blue K, which I have built since last time, the welcome sign to Kjotleik's continent. The other side, in the background, you see I have tried to measure up how big my house is going to be. I am going to build a house down there. That's what I'm going to do down there. The lake... I just have to name that lake something like Swimming Chicken or Lake Egg or something, I don't know. If you have a good suggestion, let me know. Back there are my cows, and there are also 2 or 3 chickens in there. And also just above my head now you see my little wheat farm that I am using in order to feed the cows. So let's look around, and the sun is going down right over the horizon just behind my head right now, behind my tree farm. I have some sheep. I have not been over there in a while. I'm going to not have them as colored, I think, because that I have at Island, but I am going to have them there, and yeah. This week, what I will do, I will work on my house. I am also considering working on some cobble roads, or maybe I should experiment a little bit with some of the downtrodden grass blocks to see if they can be good. However, I just wanted to make it night so that you could see the view from here and the lighting and everything. It's just beautiful. Let me press F1. I mean F5, sorry. Not F1, F5. Now that it is dark, the moon is rising. As you can see, there are some lights over there. And in the background you see the village. Oh, there are people coming. Let's F1 and get a little bit higher. So that they don't shoot me. Those skeletons. I think it looks rather nice with the torches below the leaves. It lights up the area rather well. In addition, we have the light sources, the lava, and then the fire, and I think this looks actually quite magnificent when you look at it with moody lighting. On this little hill down here, I am sure I'm going to need to remove it. Yeah, unfortunately. At least a little bit of it. I'm going to move the horses. That is just a temporary stable. Yeah. And yeah, I'm going to develop this land a little bit. And I think I'm going to make something nice. I need a little fishing hut or fishing cabin or something down at the lake, down at the swimming chicken lake. Perhaps I should make a little path down from my house that I'm going to build there. And oh, now they are crawling here. Can we actually just snipe them off from here? Yeah, it seems like we can do that. Well, no matter what, this has been Kjotleik on the PeaceCraft server, and I will bid you farewell for today, and I'll see you in approximately 1 week. 6 days, 7 days, 8 days. I am not completely sure when I will have the time to record, because this is not something that I do other than to have some fun, and I have work to do and stuff. So hopefully either uploading Sunday or Monday next weekend as well. Hopefully. So I'll see you then, and have a nice week. By the way, Kjotleik out.